So, this is day number 3. It has been a more than 48 hours since Queen Esther was put in here. The bees are crawling around her cage. They don't appear to be biting or trying to sting her in any way. No fanning going on at the moment, but they're also not chewing onto the sugar at all. So we've got a slight break in the rain. It's only sprinkling right now, and I believe that now is the appropriate time to release her and let her get out and get to business, since she's been in here over 48 hours. This is the third day. I put her in here about noon, and it's early afternoon 2 days later. So this is the third day, and they just don't seem to be getting the idea of going in this hole down here at the end. You can see the hole right there, to chew out the sugar for her to get in there, or to get out. So I'm going to try to remove her and see how that process goes. Alright, so I pulled the cork out, and I pulled the cork out of the box, and the Queen Esther came out, and it appears as if she's being attended to some degree. Oh, sorry, I had a bug fly on my arm. And so she's out, she's in the hive. We're going to close it up and come back and check on her later. Alright, so it's been roughly 4.5 hours since I released Queen Esther into the hive. I want to do a quick inspection. You can see there's a bee there. Oh, and there's the cork. That's interesting. And another bee. That's the cork. I don't know if you guys could see that or not. That's the cork that was blocking Queen Esther in her cage. The opposite from the sugar. And just going to slide this open. We've got some bees hanging out. Of course, it's just starting to sprinkle again. It would be. They got all this junk in here. Seems like a lot of garbage for reasons unknown. And a dead moth. I don't know what kind of sign that is. Doesn't seem like a really good one. She didn't. This is a comb that they fixed a little bit to the bar there, but they haven't fixed the rest of it. So that one, we're going to leave the strings on for now. Here's the comb that was being stuck to with the comb I pulled out the other day. You can see the spot right there where they were, right there, where they were building comb onto it and sticking the two together. They've fixed it to the bar at that end, but haven't done anything at this end. Of course, they're hanging out at that end. That's the end that the entrance is at. That's where they seem to be spending most of their time. So I guess it makes sense they fixed that part. You can see them doing their little tightrope act there. Trapeze artist. I don't know why they do that. I'd like to find out, just because it's kind of an odd thing, seems to me. This one they've fixed, attached to the bar rather nicely. They've capped some honey in here, and it looks nice. On the other side, what language am I speaking? It's really hard to do this with just one hand. We're gonna do the tilt and spin technique. Get it to focus. You can see quite a few wet cells in there. I don't see Queen Esther on this bar at all. I didn't really expect to. But like honey stores that they're working on, all this capped, well, all of it, like there's a bunch there, but what you see there that's capped up cells, that's honey that they have made since I put them in here. I can see them working. All those cells are wet. They have nectar in them. And I'm going to gently and carefully pull this frame away just a little bit. There's a cluster of bees that fell down there that were holding on to each other, but they seem to have let go of each other. So now I'm going to grab the box here. The box is empty except for what appears to have been a dead bee. There we go. Yeah, it looks like one of the queen's attendants died in transit. That's a little bit sad, but not really surprising, I guess. Although if that one died, what kind of shape were the other ones in? I don't know. But I don't see the queen over here, so I'm going to just slide this bar over and come around and break the 180 rule of videography, because I'm looking for the queen. I got a lot of bees flying right around here, but I'm looking for the queen. I'm seeing a little bit of waggling on this frame, but I'm not seeing any green dots to indicate that Esther is there. And so if I pull around here, I'm not seeing any green dots that Esther is on that comb either. So I will slide this comb this way. I don't see her in this mess of bees. And I don't see her in this mess of bees either. Alright, I'm going to shut off the camera and look for her. Okay, it took a little searching, but she is on this comb, and they've got a passage through along the top here, right where you see these bees' heads at the top of where the bar is, and she's hiding in there. Oh, there she is. She moved down. She's right there. See the green dot? There she is. I can't tell if she's laying right now, but this comb is pretty wet. It's got a lot of nectar in it. I'm guessing and hoping that she's looking for places to lay. Regardless, she's definitely not being balled. She's not being attacked, and they're not trying to kill her. So that's a very positive sign. And hopefully we'll see comb fill up with eggs, and we'll have a happy little bee family going on here in short order. So it's good to see her in here moving around and being ignored if not accepted. Definitely not being rejected, so that's a good sign.